Hey everybody, this is Tom Garman from guitarantihero.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at some 3-note sequences with the minor pentatonic scale, or the pentatonic minor scale, whichever you prefer to call it. Now, the way that most of us approach pentatonic scales, as they're commonly understood with the 5 box positions, lends itself pretty well to 2-note per string sequences and just even numbered sequences in general. But most of us tend to neglect some of the odd numbered note groupings we can come up with, particularly 3s and 5s. I've noticed that over the years with a lot of students, not just beginning students, but more advanced students, and also guys who have been playing for years and years and years. For some reason, I guess a lot of the time, we just never think to do it. So this is pretty basic stuff, but it's often neglected too. So what we'll do here is just go ahead and take a look at the pattern itself as a whole, so we're all on the same page with what we're talking about. Then I'll go ahead and break it up into the 3-note sequences. Alright? Okay, so we'll just do this here at the 5th fret with an A pentatonic minor. Again, this is completely movable. You can take these anywhere on the neck, and I would strongly advise doing that so as to not train yourself to only be able to do it in 1 or 2 positions. But for the sake of convenience, we'll just do it here at the 5th fret. Alright, so here we go. Now technically that octave would end here with the index finger's note, but we usually like to put the pinky on there too to make it a good even numbered notes per string. So we'll just do this. Okay, we'll count that one. Now coming back down the other direction. Now my fingerings tend to be pretty standard here, I think, particularly when we're talking about these box shapes, if I'm just running them as scales or with exercises, different drills, so forth. Insofar as, in this case, for example, leave the index finger at the 5th fret, and the pinky is going to take the 8th fret. Okay, so any of these 3 fret distances here, I'm going to hit with the pinky. 2 fret distances, I'm going to hit with a ring finger. All right, so from 5th fret to the 8th fret, I'm going to go index to pinky. From 5th fret to 7th fret, I'm going to go index to ring. I just like to do that for a few different reasons. One, it saves a lot of jumping around if we're doing too much of this stuff and trying to get back to this fret, or get the 2nd finger in there, and then sometimes you can end up with some kind of goofy stuff where it's almost like your fingers are stumbling over each other. Also, it's a really good way to work the pinky, which is something that most of us neglect too. And when we get into some of these other 3-string, or I'm sorry, not just 3-string, some of them will be 3-string, but 3-note sequences, particularly here with this shape and the 2nd and 3rd strings, you know, it's nice to have one finger designated for each fret. So again, ultimately you want to let the context of what you're playing dictate the fingerings that you use, but for our example here, this is what I'm doing, but you don't necessarily have to do it that way. Do it however works best for you. Okay, so if we go ahead and break this up into 3-note sequences, what we'd have is something like this. The basic pattern is going to go like that, okay? Then we're just going to repeat that throughout the rest of the scale, ascending and descending, okay? Now, when we played the scale the first time through, I was using alternate picking. With the 3-note sequences, I'm going to use economy picking. For those of you unfamiliar with that term, what that means in a nutshell is whenever we're picking, crossing strings going towards the floor, I'm going to cross with a downstroke. When we're coming away from the floor, crossing to a string that's this way, I'm going to hit that string with an upstroke. Okay? First to economy of movement. So anyway, I would advise looking into that too, investigating that technique if you haven't. But once again, whatever is working best for you, so go ahead and drill this down. You can always experiment with things later. All right, so here we go. simple, straight ahead stuff. It's not exactly rocket science, but you actually have to do it and you actually have to use it. It may be something that you know, but the question is it something that you're actually doing and breaking things down into smaller steps like this so that you can actually use them. For those of you who are a little more distortion inclined then, if we just kind of went through this whole pattern, ascending and descending with some gain, this is what I sound throw that on the end, but why not? All right, make sure to go ahead and leave a comment or like below this video and click the link below for more information here too. All right, so till next time, be yourself, be an anti-hero, take this stuff, work it, use it, it'll work for you. Thanks, bye-bye.